Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kristen and I love to craft. Today we are going to be taking some of these pre-made wristlets and we are going to package them up. We are going to be using cardstock to do a cute little insert, and we will be going over to my computer and using Canva to design that. And this is just white cardstock. It is 110 pounds. So let's go ahead and measure out these. Now these right here are actually card making envelopes. You can get these from Hobby Lobby, and usually they are $1 or $2 just depending on the size that you do pick up. So the size insert that I'm going to need to create is going to be 5.5. So let's get out our notebook here. So we're going to make a little box here, and this is going to be 5.5 for that one. And then for that side, let's see, it needs to be about 6.5. So let's go ahead and write that in there before we forget. And now we can go ahead and head on over to our computer. So right now I am on canva.com and we are on the create a design, and we are going to click on custom size. And let's see, I'm not sure why my mouse is not showing up on the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're on custom size and we are going to go ahead and change the units to inches, and we are going to do 5.5 by 6.5, and then we're going to click create new design. I'm gonna go ahead and close out some of those tabs. Okay, and then we are going to click on elements here, and you could see ones that I've used recently. However, let's just go ahead and type in panther paw, and we are going to see the graphics here, photos, audio, and videos. Of course, we don't need any of those, but we are going to click see all on the graphics. And currently I have Pro, so I'm able to use the ones that have a crown. If you don't pay for Pro, then you're definitely going to use the ones that do not have a crown listed. Canva did offer me 30 days free of Pro, and so that is what I'm going to be using today. Now I do want to make a cute little border. I'm not really loving the little toenails on this one, so we're going to delete that one. Let's see if we can straighten this one up a little bit though, and maybe line it down the page. They have this little button right here and it says duplicate, so we are going to do that, and we are just going to move it upwards, kind of like that. I think that's pretty cute. So let's go ahead and highlight both of those. I'm going to right click and then right click again and click paste, and we are just going to drag it over, and that looks about right. Okay, that looks great. And then now I'm going to add another element. Let's go ahead and clear this one off, and let's just do thank you, because it's kind of like a back to school thank you for everything you do kind of thing. So we are going to line this one up about right there, and then let's add a cute little text box, and then I'm going to put in capital letters for all that you do. Let's go ahead and highlight that as well and change the color on it by clicking this little text button right here, and we see how it auto-populates these colors. It's because these are already on the document. So for this one, let's just see what that darker blue looks like, and I actually love that. So let's go ahead and change the font. We can change the font by clicking up here at the very top where it says font, and we can just kind of click around, see what looks best. I kind of want to do more of like a playful font instead of like a serious one. So let's see. I really like that. Let's make it a lot bigger. We can do that by dragging it. Let's go ahead and drag this box in a little bit more. Just like that. Let's see if we can get that center mark. Okay, it's not really working with me, but we'll do the best that we can. That looks great right there. And then let's see. I kind of want to add maybe a little something else to it. Maybe even like school elements. So let's see, a cute little bow. That's super cute. Or should we take off the banner from the sides. And let's make that a little bit bigger. Maybe turn it to the side a little bit. And then for this one, we'll turn to the side again. Kind of like that. So it adds a little extra, and maybe just bring this one down, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, that looks great. Now let's see if we can find anything else to kind of go on it. I love that. I kind of want to add some school elements in here though. I'm not really loving those colors. Let's see if we can do a cute little apple up here and maybe move those paw prints down to the bottom. All right, there we go. I'm thinking that maybe we should put some kind of effect around for all that you do. So we just clicked on effects up here at the top, and then we can do like a background for it. That's kind of cute. Let's see. Maybe we should make this a little bit smaller. Move that up a little bit. We can even change the layers by right-clicking on it. We could do send backwards. I don't like that, so let's go ahead and bring that to the front. All right. I think that this is going to be our final product, so we are going to click share, download, and we are just going to leave it as the PNG, and that is best for complex images and illustrations. And then we are going to leave everything else the same, but click download. All right, now we can go ahead and open it up. And for this one, let's go ahead and just minimize it. I'm going to go to Google and click on Google Docs and open up a blank document. So we have a blank document here, and we could take the image, right click it, and click copy, right click again, do paste, and then we have our image here. Now I know it's very, very tiny, so I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. We have image options here. Let's go ahead and shrink that down to the size that we actually need, which is 5.5 by 6.5. So let's do it just a tiny bit smaller, because if we do 5.51, I'm not exactly sure if that's going to fit. So I'd rather have it just a smidge bit smaller than too big. So let's go ahead and rotate that 90 degrees right there. And we can also move up our margins a little bit so that we can fit 2 on here. I'm hoping that we can. Okay, it looks like we're only going to be able to fit 1 per page. Let's see. I wonder if we can move up that margin a little bit more. And let's see, let's move this one down. Okay, so I don't think that we can fit that on there. So for now, let's just go ahead and click print. So we are going to click on print, and that's our design there. That's our printer, and then we are going to click print. Okay. Let me go fix my printer, and then once everything's printed, then I'm going to head on over to the craft table. Okay, so now we are back at the craft table, and I just printed out all of these papers here. My printer was not on, and I guess it wants to make noise now, but anyways, I printed these out. Let's go ahead and trim these down with our paper trimmer. And if you are looking for a great paper trimmer, I can definitely link one down in the description box below. However, this one did come from Hobby Lobby, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim this down a little bit on each side, that way that we can get an even cut all the way around. Whenever I'm trimming these up, I do like to trim it down one time and keep moving it up a little bit at a time. That way that we can trim it up really, really nicely. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do these other 3. Okay, I do want to trim down this side a little bit more, like that. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 copies here. Let's go ahead and set this paper trimmer to the side. And for these, I'm going to keep the bigger pieces, but these little pieces right here, we are going to go ahead and just toss. These make for really great scrap paper whenever we are making cards. Okay, now let's go ahead and start packaging these up. Here these are. Let's go ahead and take these out of this package because I feel like this just is not very pretty if we were to just stick it in there. And here is what the wristlet looks like, and it does come with a little piece on here if you would like to add your initial to the little disc. If not, then you can just like definitely leave it off. For this time, I'm definitely going to leave it off since I'm not going to personalize these, but let me go ahead and unpackage the other 3. I remember at one point in time I was selling these and I personalized the little disc on here with ladies' initials, and they were so stinking cute. I sold so many of those. Okay, so for this one, let's take off the disc. Sometimes these are hard to take off. Okay, there we go. And then we can attach this on the little string right here and just keep twisting it. There we go. All right, this one, let's see, take that disc off here as well. And then we are going to open that up and slide it back on there. For this one, let's just go ahead and take off that little disc. And I also like to make sure that the hardware works, so I just do it a couple times to make sure. And then let's put this back on here. All right, so we have all of these. I'm going to check this hardware because I don't remember checking it whenever I first started. There we go. Okay, so everything looks nice. It works. And here's all 4 of those. Now we're going to take our envelopes here and we are going to insert a card. Just like this, push it all the way down. And that just makes this feel so much more sturdier. And then we are going to slip in our little wristlet. And then we are going to peel off the back, and it's just a piece of plastic, and once you peel that up, then it's really, really sticky right here. So we are going to close it up, press down firmly, and then it's completely sealed. So now they have a cute little package, and on the back I'm going to put a sticker, and it's going to have my boy's first and last name on it. I don't want to put all that information out there, so we are just going to go ahead and package up the rest. I really hope that you guys enjoyed that Canva tutorial. I am really shocked that they sent me 30 days, like a 30-day free trial, because usually whenever it says, oh, 30-day free trial, and then you have to pay after, well, this time they just said, here it is. You don't have to apply for, or you don't have to like add your card on there or anything like that. So I was very impressed, and it actually makes me want to sign up for Canva Pro now. So I might actually end up doing that because all of the elements on there are so stinking cute, and I feel like it just kind of elevates your project. Okay, so that one's done. Let's go ahead and do the other two. But I have been using Canva for a couple years now, and I just really, really love it. I have been through so many of their updates, and so I feel like from where they first started, they have really, really grown. Alright, let's package up this one. Peel off that piece of plastic, and then fold it down, press firmly. I feel like you could also do like birthday favors kind of like this. You could put like thanks for coming to my birthday, and then you could have like maybe a couple pieces of candy on the back, or like friendship bracelets, you know, things like that. That would just be so stinking cute. Okay, so this is the last one that we're going to be doing. Peel off that, and then push it down firmly. And there we go. We have everything all packaged up really, really nicely. It's not going anywhere. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning into today's video. I know it was kind of a short one, but I love to do Canva tutorials, and this just had to be done today so that the boys can definitely drop these off with their teacher tomorrow. It's just a small little gesture to say thank you, and it has our school little panther paw on there, so I know that they are just going to love these. But I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!